Hello everyone, I am Deni Aslan. Today I will a presentation about decision making theories. First of all, I will start with three important approach. These three approach are very popular in the economics. The first one is descriptive approach is also called positive approach. It's focused on how people should decide with logical consistency. Scope the classes of decision test based on cognitive science, psychology about the beliefs and preferences, and it's supported by the fact and not based on judgments. It's simple describing in nature. The second one is normative approach. Talks about that how the economy should behave. Normative approach focuses on how and why people decide the way they do. It scoped all decisions based on utility theory axioms. It's generally opinion based and judgmental in nature. It's not supported by any fact. It's generally ought to be. The last one is perspective approach. Talks about how person should behave to maximize utility or profit. It's focused on help people make good decisions, prepare people to decide. It scope the specific decisions for specific problems based on normative and descriptive approach. Utility theory. Utility theory, this economic theory explains about the amount of utility or satisfaction individuals receive out of their own preferences in consumption. Utility theory can explain budget or spending disagreements in households. Rational consumers always seek to maximize their utility when they consume. Therefore, budget or spending disagreements will be there as individuals has different preferences and tastes. Decision making of individuals is highly dependent on their expected utilities. Utility maximization is a key factor taken into consideration when individuals make consumption decisions. Therefore, firms try to influence consumers using advertisement. Expected utility theory. The expected utility of an entity is derived from the expected utility hypothesis. This hypothesis states that under uncertainty, the weighted average of all possible levels of utility will best represent the utility at any given point in time. Expected utility theory is used a tool for analyzing situations in which individuals must make decisions without knowing the outcomes that might result from the decisions. Decisions making under uncertainty, these individuals will choose the action that will result in highest expected utility, which is the sum of the products of probability and utility over all possible outcomes. The decisions made will depend on the agent's risk aversion and the utility of other agents. The expected utility of reward or will decrease when a person is rich or sufficient wealth. In such a case, a person may choose the safer option as opposed the riskier one. For example, consider the case of lottery ticket with expected winning $1 million. Suppose a person buys the ticket for $1. A wealthy person offers to buy the ticket of him for 499,000. Logically, the lottery holder has a 50-50 chance of profiting from the transaction. It's likely that they will opt for safer option of selling the ticket and pocketing the 499,000. This is due to diminishing marginal utility of amounts over 499,000 for a ticket holder. In the other words, it is such more profitable for them gets from 0 and 499,000 than from the 499,000 and 1 million. Now, consider the same offer made to a very wealthy person, possibly a millionaire. Likely, the millionaire will not sell the ticket because he hopes to make another million from it. Prospect theory. Prospect theory was proposed by psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky in 1979. Prospect theory tells us that people make decisions based on perceived value of losses and gains rather than the actual outcome. It also tell us that people are risk and averse in gain frames, but risk seeking in loss frames. Prospect theory tells us that losses loom larger than gains. It means that the pain of losing is psychology about twice as powerful as the pleasure gaining. Behavioral study of economics explains prospect theory as the theory that explains how people choose different alternatives and how they make the estimate the perceived likely of outcome of the options. The estimation is often incorrect and blessed as an important part of prospect theory is the individuals tend to favor options that offer perceived gain, even if outcome is the same. In other words, they favor one option because it's framed a way make it seem like a net gain. Prospect theory opposes the expected utility theory. An important part of prospect theory is that individuals tend to favor options that offer perceived gain, even if outcome is the same. In other words, they favor one option because it's framed in a way make it seem like it net gain. Prospect theory opposes expected utility theory, and more prestigious results have been proven in the research. For example, there are two options. Option A gives the recipient $50. Option B gives the recipient $100 but then takes away $50. The end outcome is that both provide a net gain $50. Yet, Opinion A is preferred as it provides the recipient with a perceived net gain that avoids the pain and loss. This moves us on the three main factors that influence decision making in prospect theory. They are certainty, isolation effect, and loss aversion. Thank you for watching my presentation.